Peace and bliss, YouTube. Welcome to Reclaiming Our Roots. My name is Tanya. In today's video, I'm going to show you the progress that I've made on the balcony to give you a balcony tour of what's going on in the garden. So let's get started. Right here we have my kale. This is a store-bought kale that I purchased as a start. This is the Lavender kale. I purchased these from Transplant, and they're looking pretty good, although I do suspect that I have a biting insect, because if you can see along the side here, looks like these have been nibbled on. So I need to remedy that as soon as possible. But aside from that, it's looking pretty good. I did do some research. I found that neem is actually good to treat biting insects or biting worms for this. So, but if you know of anything that I could use naturally to remedy this, please let me know in the comment section. And here we have spinach, which is coming along nicely. I'm gonna let it grow out a little longer before I make a harvest on it. And down here is some collards. I believe these are collards that I was growing, that I grew from seed. Yes, these are collards. And they're starting to sprout and grow. And here we have, I believe this is an evergreen strawberry plant. Yes. And yesterday I noticed some white powder. Okay, here you can see it here, on here. I don't know what that is, but I read somewhere that this generally appears on like squashes. So I was a little taken aback when I saw it on the leaf the other day. So I need to do some research again. If you know what I can put on there to remedy that. If neem works, let me know so I can get that off of there. But again, this strawberry plant is a transplant. And these are my Norland red potatoes. They're coming along beautifully. I did a video on these, on how I started these. So I'll link that in the description box. You can go back and take a look at that. And over here is, what is this? I believe this is okra. I have a couple of okra. As you can see, we have some sprouting here. And this is a pepper plant that I brought out prematurely. Pepper is a warm crop, so it needs a lot of heat. So I won't expect any germination on that for another couple of weeks or so. And I have another Lavender kale plant here. Have some cilantro that I purchased as a transplant. And this is one of the Bonnie transplants that I'm trying this year. And so far, so good. I actually harvested from this last week. And we have a kale. I have a video on this as well. And as you can see, it's growing along. Looking very good. Did a video on this one as well. I'll also link it in the description box. And over here, I have some Swiss chard that's coming along nicely. I grew those from seed. And ooh, my beans have finally sprouted. This is a bush bean variety that I'm growing in a 5-gallon bucket. And they're coming along nicely. I lost a bud a couple of weeks ago. So I planted some more and they are coming along. Again, more kale. It's a Lavender kale. And over here, we have, I believe this is Russian red kale. This is my first time growing it this year. And I love me some kale. I juice kale. I put it in my smoothies, salads, saute, you name it. Any way I can get it, I love kale. And over here are my golden Yukon potatoes. I have a video on these, on how I started these, and look at the growth. Oh my gosh. This is a determinate potato, so I do not need to do the build-up method, where as the plants grows 5 to 6 inches. You cover all but maybe 2 inches as it grows. You do that for indeterminate varieties, which as we progress through this video, I'll show you the russet potato on how that's growing. And then we have some garlic here. Starting to see some sprouting here. And over here, we have a transplant. It's a ghost, a red ghost hot pepper. I love hot peppers. My family loves hot peppers. We love spice. And this is my first time growing a red ghost. In my understanding, this is one of the hottest peppers in the world. So I am looking forward to that experience. And over here, we have some broccoli that I grew from seed. It's coming along nicely. And over here is a 5-gallon bucket of lettuce. I intentionally overseeded this. I'm looking forward to growing this into like a nice full afro size, and I can come out and harvest. So I'm gonna allow it to grow another maybe 5 or 6 inches before I come out and start to harvest. And I have another strawberry plant over there, and it's actually called the All-Star. These are All-Star strawberries. Again, a transplant. Have more lacinato. And as you can see what I'm talking about, you can see something that's been munching on this one. And you can see down in here. So yeah, I need to get that neem solution on these like today. And over here, I have a kohlrabi plant. This is my first year growing kohlrabi. I'm looking forward to it. It's a root vegetable. My understanding, it tastes more like a, it grows a ball at the base, and it tastes like a cabbage. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that experience of a kohlrabi. And over here, I have sweet mint. Again, another Bonnie transplant. My herbs did not do well this year, but I do have some more indoors in the sowing trays. Have some sweet basil over here. And we have English thyme, German thyme over here, 2 different varieties. And down in this bucket is the russet potato. As you can see, we have some growth on this one. Oh, I see I got another one there. It's coming up. And with the russet potatoes, because it's an indeterminate, as the stem reaches 5 or 6 inches, what I'm gonna do is gonna come in here and I'm gonna add more mulch and cover all but 2 inches of the plant, and that will produce tubers, more potatoes. So that's how you grow an indeterminate. But I'll go back and check out that video and I'll show you how I got started with that. And I have some Thai basil over here. And what else do I have? I believe this is mint. Yes, this is a mint plant. Again, a Bonnie transplant. And we have more spinach over there. And over here, this is like my herbal, if you will, my little herbal rack. I have some spearmint here, lavender, lemon balm. And I actually have some lemon balm indoors that I'm growing from seed. And some peppermint here, more English thyme, sweet marjoram. Yeah. So that's what it's looking like on the patio. I don't know if you remember from the original video, my introduction video, this green baker's rack was over in the corner over there. So to free up some space, and also so the plants can have more sunshine, I moved it over here. And this, oh my gosh, this spearmint plant is taking off. It was like half the size when I purchased it. So as you can see, showing it all kinds of love. And over here, I have a little nest. Yeah, someone's moved in under my spearmint plant. I guess she realized that this was an active location. And she jumped ship. She abandoned her nest. She's been gone for about 2, almost 3 weeks now. So I'll keep that as a form of mulch. So yeah, everything is coming along well. I am happy with the progress. This is my spring crops. So as the temperatures warm up, I'll be bringing out my tomatoes, my peppers, my warm crops. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. I am pleased with the progress. I am so pleased with these potatoes. They're coming along nicely, nicely. And that is the Norland red potatoes. And have okra here. But yeah, everything's looking good. And this is a lot of food that I'm growing in a small space, guys. I told you, you can do a lot in containers. This is my 7th year as a balcony gardener. So soon come in the future, I will be growing on my own homestead. So this is just temporary until things go as planned. So yeah. Oh, and I have a little surprise I want to share with you all, but I'll go into that on the next video. And that will be called Growing Beyond the Balcony. As I mentioned in my last video, that I have extended our growing operation here on the balcony stead. Ta-da! Yes, on the top of our storage. Yep, but I will go into detail on what I have out here. Yes, pots everywhere. I will give you all a tour of that in the next video. Growing beyond the balcony. When there's a will, there is a way. Okay? And I'm going to fill out the rest of the rooftop with grow bags. So yes, expanding our growing operation this year. It was always in the mix last year that I would go beyond the balcony. And things in the world dictated that I do it this year, immediately. So yes, small space, but you can grow a lot. As you can see indoors, I have more pots there. Those are my warm crops. And just to give you a glimpse, oh yeah, your girl is serious. I sure did. Expanded our growing operation this year. But I'll share more of that with you in the next video. Again, welcome new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to Reclaiming Our Roots. And until the next video, peace